You're watching PTV.
I want my PTV.
You're watching PTV.
From the San Francisco Bay Area, It's time, PTV Live. And now, here are the stars of PTV Live: Arnie, Doug, Ben, and Sherry.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to PTV Live. I'm Arnie.
I'm Ben.
I'm Sherry.
I'm a Doug. Oh, very nice. So you saw, if you caught that opening there, it's so sad. We went to Bed Bath and Between as these.
It's a little pathetic.
Little sparse.
It's going to be a new Spirit Halloween store.
We're sure.
Well, you know, the sad thing is that they've got some stuff in the store. It's not fully stocked, but the stuff that they do have isn't discounted enough to warrant people going in. That's the problem.
I'm getting texts saying everything is 40% off the original price.
Please, we were just there.
No. The text says up to 40%. And believe me, there was maybe two shelves that had the 40% sticker. Otherwise, most everything was just 10% right now. And a lot of the stuff was shopped out already because of the 20% coupons the day before they announced their closing business sale. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome to the show, everyone. It's good to see you all here. There's a lot happening tonight. We have quite a few things. We even have a new segment happening tonight, so you'll catch that. So you're not going to want to miss that.
Well, you can see I cut myself shaving last night. I was bleeding for over an hour. I had rags of blood everywhere. It was a mess. I bludgeoned myself. So you can still see the scar.
Is this your health corner?
Oh no, I gotta still prepare for that. That's coming up.
Oh, lucky us.
Yeah, it's going to happen. Yeah, Wanda says stop touching it.
I want to say something very inappropriate right now, but I can't.
Yeah, keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I always keep it to myself.
Thank you, Wanda. We appreciate
Not
that.
always.
So, yeah, the sad is that
retail is slowly dying. Not dying. It's just, it's not what we would think of going out, go and get retail therapy, shopping, touching, doing. It's just, there's no place for that really anymore to do that.
Yeah. Alex said that there's one thing that people don't want to hear anymore, and that's the phrase full price.
Oh no, if it doesn't come out, go to Hobby Lobby. I still haven't gone there yet because all the fall stuff is starting to come out. If it doesn't come out at 40% off, no one's going to buy it.
Well, remember the prices, they have the same price point strategy as Kohl's and other stores of that. They price everything up very high. They have an artificial suggested retail price. And then when they say, oh, someone's asking us to turn up the mic a bit. Oh, so sorry. You know what? We're right here in front of it. Is it turned up? Is that better?
We're full blast, people. How's that?
Hopefully that's okay.
Can you hear us?
Tell them to turn up their hearing aids.
Oh!
Is our microwave?
Wow.
No, the mic's on.
That's
we're
the
getting
type
full
of
mic.
mood I'm in.
Yeah, Sherry's in a feisty mood.
Oh, she has all
So
reasons to be full of piss and vinegar.
But
look,
Where's Richard?
I don't know. As I was saying, they have the same pricing model as some other stores where they artificially inflate the actual retail, suggested retail price. And then by cutting it by 40%, it's still expensive. It's still more than they want, but
down Ben Sherry.
Alex is calling you
Sherry
Sassy.
some.
And Cassidy is calling you hashtag Sassy Sherry.
Okay. Did that help the balance a little? I hope
I
so.
feel like being sassy today.
Because I have control over Ben and Sherry's, but our volume is maxed out right now. So anyway.
Well,
Yeah,
how do we sound compared to you?
Okay. Mark says it's a good balance. Good. Great. Thank you. Well, you know what? We have a lot going. And one thing that we will talk about a little later is the fact that the day after we had our show last week, we had a hailstorm here,
Oh God.
and it obliterated our vegetable garden that we had just planted.
I was so proud of it too.
So we're gonna have to try again. Anyway,
Our corn is dead.
why don't we go ahead and get started with the show? I'll show you the latest cocktail that we have. So let's get started. Okay, this is a rum swizzle, or at least a version of a rum swizzle. Usually it takes other fruit juices, but we have extra pog juice.
I still can't get rid of that.
So
Stuff is cursed.
we want to make sure that we finish this off.
I have a big opening space so not to spill. But I told him at dinner I'm expecting to spill it. So when you expect to do it and it happens,
Oh, Doug,
But
stop.
I've got a
then when
coaster.
it doesn't happen, you're happy.
I have a coaster there for you, Doug.
No, I need to do something else. That's what happened when it spills. It's still sticky.
Okay, what,
I'm gonna
one
put it right
napkin?
Do we need to get you a sippy cup?
You know what? A sippy cup would probably be a good idea. So we'll get him a napkin. That'll
I'm gonna put it
absorb
right
something.
here.
I'm sorry, but a napkin is not a sippy cup.
Yeah,
No,
but it'll help with
I just
absorption.
need a glass diaper.
So anyway,
it's,
I'm going to go ahead and double this recipe. So it's going to be 2 ounces of each of the rums, and it'll be 8 ounces of the pog juice, an ounce of grenadine. But then when it comes to the bitters, you don't put that in the mixing glass. You actually put those in the glass
oh, you got
themselves.
your anti-mame spoon.
Yeah, it's a cocktail
I know what it is.
cocktail stirring spoon. Can you go get some ice for me? Because I want to put some in the glasses.
Oh, okay. I gotta go do that.
So
see, if you've
as
got
I
a, see if you've got a Tommy Tippy in the cupboard too.
So let me go ahead and start with the rum. And I'm going to go ahead and put in 2 ounces of this one. This is a silver rum. It's a Caribbean. So we'll start with this.
Isn't most rum Caribbean rum?
No, there's rum from other countries.
Well, yeah, but rum is really popular in the Caribbean.
Yeah, but it's not all Caribbean.
No. You can get rum. It's very cold.
There's Hawaiian rum.
Okay.
Okay, so that's
God, you are making a huge mess. You dripped right there.
a huge one drop is a huge mess for Doug. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and put in 2 ounces of this one. This is a Bermuda black rum.
Oh, so much for my
Goslings.
rum cake I'm going to make with that. You've been drinking it all.
We've had this bottle on the bar for like 2 years.
I've been wanting to make my rum cake, and they said use that. Is that the Gosling one?
Yeah.
I think it is.
Yeah, the Gosling.
Thank you.
So,
Ugh.
Meanwhile, I'm over here helping Sherry fold material.
No, you're holding it, not folding.
okay. Rum.
We're working with fabric over here.
Yes, Donna, all the rum. All the rum.
Rum is actually amazing.
It's Doug's
It's
favorite.
my... I can drink it.
Yeah. Did we wait 2 years to make a rum cake? Yeah, I guess you could say that.
It's been a while.
So
I got it for a fantasy, and
I'm going to shake the pog juice.
that has the 4 ounces of rum?
Yeah, that's 4 ounces of rum.
Okay.
And then this is 8 ounces of pog juice. So I'm going to just go ahead.
How many ounces are in that container?
12. So I'll go ahead and eyeball it.
So what are you guys up to here? I can't see because I can't with my glasses on.
Well, Todd is talking about how he went to Sandals and practically every single drink in the swim-up bar was rum-based.
Oh yeah, it's
That makes sense.
Yeah. You're in Jamaica, it's rum. It's rum.
whoever seen the movie or the show in Apple TV called Acapulco. Excellent.
Great show.
Oh my gosh.
They've got 2 seasons in, and
I
they.
haven't heard of it.
Oh my gosh!
Oh
Sherry,
my
it's
god,
so
it is
good.
like
Sherry, yeah, you got to give that one a watch. Okay.
I went in there all negative Nelly and
And
all of
now-
it. It's good.
Now I'll put in 1 ounce of grenadine.
That stuff is really old. It like expired in 2014.
Doug was a little apprehensive of watching Acapulco to begin with because it's bilingual and they do have some Spanish subtitles.
Exactly. And I don't it's just I can't read that fast. I love hearing other languages. I think what other languages are important. It's just when they have subtitles, everything is flashing so quick. I don't understand and can't read that fast.
So
But you get the gist of it through this show because they do it really well.
Yeah, they don't, and you can pick it up. It's a bit much, but it's not enough where you can still understand it.
okay, so I've stirred that
What do
up.
you have back there, reindeer? So you get over it really fast because you don't necessarily need to know Spanish, and if you pick up a few words on the subtitles, you know exactly what they're talking
Does it
about.
make you laugh?
Huh?
Does it make you laugh?
The
show?
subtitles?
Yeah.
The show does make you laugh.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
the show
it's
just...
hysterical.
Oh my gosh, it was non-stop perfection.
I don't have the little shaker pouring thing, so I'm just gonna pour
Why
it.
do you need it? You don't need it.
Oh, I guess I don't.
Because you know what? You're not straining it. It doesn't have ice in it.
No, it doesn't. Okay, so I'm pouring into the glass,
Yeah, this is very tiki room.
and you can garnish this with a pineapple
How
spear.
do we get over the
or-
garnish thing?
You can do an orange wedge. Okay. There we go. These are done. Let me go ahead and put in the bitters now. So
Give me two.
you want 2 bitters?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
One, two. Yeah, because that stuff, a little can go a long way.
Okay, so there you go.
Okay, I'm
There's
not going to spill it.
a rum swizzle. Now, do you want a spoon?
Ooh.
Do you want a spoon?
No,
You gonna be okay with that?
oh, this is incredible.
Really? Rum swizzle. Cheers.
I'm using 2 hands.
Yeah, Doug doesn't want to spill the pod juice like he did during the Hallmark movie.
I'm still cleaning that up. I'm finding little specks all over the printer and on top of on the...
Oh, Wanda, you would love this one. By the way,
ice.
I
Can
want-
you give me more ice?
sure, you can have more ice. I want everyone to know this drink is sponsored by Cruising for Food.
Miss Wanda.
Miss Wanda, thank you so much for the shaker. And because of that, all of our drinks are sponsored by Cruising for Food. She has a wonderful channel. She just got back from an all-ladies cruise. Had a
And then
fantastic
she's trying to
time.
go on another cruise.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you know what? You're right. More
But
ice than this one.
she's been having trouble with her Cruising for Food Facebook page.
Oh, who hasn't? I had to fix both of my
They-
parents
they
because
put
our
it
Facebook was
down.
hacked.
They took it down, and then she had to. I don't know if she got it back up or not.
This is a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, Diane is asking, what is pog juice? That is this here. It is passion fruit, orange, and guava. It's usually available only for a limited time during like around October, November, and then
It was at the Costco, and I'm like, ooh.
yeah, you have to wait till
12
next year.
containers
So
for a very low price of $4.
yeah, we're just about done with it. We have one more bottle of the pog juice, and then we'll be done. So anyway, that is the cocktail for tonight. Now that we've got that made, we can move on with the Hallmark Channel movie review. By the way, I recommend this drink. This is a big thumbs up
fabulous.
from us.
How much did you put in the bitters?
Two dashes.
Yeah, it doesn't need
I
any more.
I think 2 dashes is fine. So let's review a movie. Donna, thank you so much for posting that. Really appreciate that. That is Wanda's channel, Cruising for Food.
Good
So
people.
there's a picture of James O'Halloran and Rhiannon Fish. They're the stars of the film When Love Springs.
What film did Rhiannon Fish do earlier this year?
She did a picture for her, a picture of her.
Tyler Hines.
Tyler Hines was the photographer in Los Angeles, and her picture went viral.
Oh, that's the one. Okay.
It was not a very good film. This one was a little
Love
bit.
Springs?
Oh, by the way, this is for Richard. Hold up your glass. Richard,
We don't do sharesies.
it's 2 drinks tonight.
Look merry, but it isn't some kind of foo-foo tiki drink.
So
my phone
Rory
on
is
tonight?
at a little bed and breakfast. A little bed and breakfast with her parents are having a renewing of their vows, but she has a nightmare of a boss who's very demanding, and let's just say that
I had used a lot of
so she
colorful
gets her
language about her.
she has to work on her vacation, but at the same time she runs into her ex-boyfriend at the same bed and breakfast on the arms of another woman, and that's uncomfortable for her. So she decides to make a fake boyfriend who happens to be the grandson that runs the B&B for his father. And
Okay, enough of that. What did you guys think?
It was a
We didn't see it.
I didn't watch it.
You guys were not like watching all these movies?
Sorry, I missed it.
Don't tell me, oh, I have so much to do. It's not hard to turn it
No,
on.
for me, what it was I had another COVID booster on Friday, so I was just kind of out of sorts all weekend.
Paul is asking, is Hallmark affected by the writer's strike?
Yes and no. I already checked into it and we did some research. A lot of stuff, if it was written, they can do it. And they've already got 2 Christmas ones in the can. Most likely all the Christmas were written. But they can't do any rewrites. So if it was horrible, it has to be written as is. A lot of these are rewritten or on the fly changed. They can't do that now. But they're already starting Christmas.
So, yeah, the fake boyfriend's name was not George Glass. His name was Noah.
Well, it was...
Yeah.
We ended up muscling through it, surprisingly. I thought we were going to blow through it all. But we actually watched it.
We watched most of it. We forwarded through about 20, 25 minutes of it.
Yeah, I went to one commercial break to another one because it was just so tedious.
Okay.
But the acting was okay. They had a good chemistry. The chemistry between the two of them was better than the chemistry that she had with Tyler Hines.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she was correcting your baby talk. She would go into baby talk and the talk really deep. She was doing that a couple of times. He looked like he was more age appropriate for her.
They made an interesting comment because the mother, she lied to her parents that this was her boyfriend. The mother knew the whole time, but the father didn't for some reason.
We were check marking all the tropes.
Well, fathers aren't really.
It was really.
Sherry,
really
you're right
gross.
about that. Fathers are not always on.
No, they're clueless.
But the only reason I know the actor is because he is one of the models on Price is Right.
Yeah, I can see that.
And here's the interesting thing. They made one comment. The sisters talked because the sister knew that it was all a lie as well, and she said, I don't know why you don't like this guy. He says, I know. I mean, really, his looks, can you see his jawline? Thinking, what jawline? It's covered in a beard. How could you see that?
He was too scruffy. So, for what it was, I wasn't gagging, but it was just,
Yeah, we gave it.
It was just
out of 1 out of 10 gold crowns, we gave it 3 crowns.
I was being generous.
Yeah,
it wasn't.
Okay. Richard gave it 1 Orlando, and Paul gave it 2 Ben Burritos.
Okay, so we were scored at about the same.
It was just. It was
just a basic Hallmark film that they've had over the last few months.
Yeah, it's so done.
Come on, Christmas.
In a way, I want these writer strikes to happen so we can kind of get a breather. But I mean, I was like, oh, writer strike, Hallmark movies affected. And it's like, no.
Yeah. So anyway,
but it was.
It was when love springs, only on Hallmark.
But what was making me get a panic attack was the nasty boss. She was on. They made her a level to monster, toxic boss. Screaming. It reminded me back of God. It will be almost 20 years.
When you worked with the Wheel of Death.
When I worked with the Wheel of Death and I patsed her, she was a monster and toxic and evil to the core. It was just, we ended up watching Christmas movies.
Yeah, we did.
I mean, we
Sherry-
need Christmas movies.
Sherry, we used your account for Hallmark Movies Now, and we rewatched the film Window Wonderland.
Oh, I'm glad you used it.
Yeah,
Because I haven't used it in
we
a while.
love that
Probably
movie.
think I've disappeared off the face of the earth.
Well, we're just glad that we were able to watch that one instead. But that's our take on When Love Springs.
And then this weekend doesn't look promising.
I don't. What is it called?
Dance Moms.
Oh, yes.
That one
Dance Moms.
from
This coming Saturday
it has the
is a movie called Dance Moms.
it
Yeah.
has the
I'm
That's
looking-
kind of scary.
I'm looking-
Mara Lowry something. I love her as an actress. I mean, I've loved her when she was in those really great. But
Okay. See, Michelle agrees. One of my favorites, Window Wonderland. It's a great movie.
it was
really is.
perfection.
It really is.
Perfection.
That is a 10 crowns, obviously, for us.
10 plus crowns.
Okay, I've got a trivia question to ask the villagers.
Okay.
I ran into this Disney site that had different Disney crafts that you could do, and one of them were bookmarks with out of feathers. And one of them says, if you can dream it, you can do it. And the other one says, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. What movie are those from? I want to say Dumbo, but I'm not sure. What does everybody think?
I can tell you that if you can dream it, you can do it.
That's a Walt
That's a Walt Disney
That's
quote.
a Walt Disney quote.
I know, but is it from Dumbo because it's on feathers?
I don't know.
Do you feel that?
I don't think so. But I don't know. Maybe someone in our village knows.
Can
Okay.
someone watch Dumbo for us, please? Type in the quote. Don't ask a Disney
Don't ask a
question.
Disney question.
Oh,
don't
that
you?
was a yes right here.
Well, it wasn't a Disney question as much as it was a craft question.
Yeah,
so.
it was like we could get away with that.
Yeah, so. But while we're waiting for answers like that, why don't we go ahead and take a quick break? We'll do a little cleanup here. And before we come back from the break, we'll go ahead and do our new segment. It's called the PTV Live Throwback. You'll see that right after our commercial break. You're watching PTV Live. We'll be right back. We use the Friendly TV app to watch Hallmark. And now we can watch Lifetime, History, A&E, and more. There are over 30 channels from which to choose. We can even add Hallmark Movies Now to our subscription. Plans start at just $6.99 a month with no commitments. Download the Friendly TV app today at try.friendlytv.com.
You're watching PTV.
Puffs, crab salad puffs.
Wanda says diarrhea is good for you. I think it is if you're trying to lose weight.
A little gastric distress.
Oh, you guys.
I'm just thinking about a character from SCTV. So never
Just stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it right now.
I could tell you about the Disneyland experience when I had gastric distress.
Yeah.
Stop. All right. Enough already, Doug.
You liked that story. You told me to say it on air.
I did not.
Yes, you did. I told the story and you're like, oh my gosh, we got to share that.
I did not.
Well, anybody, I wasn't feeling that so fresh. There was a stroller with a little baby right next to me. We're waiting for the fireworks on Main Street. 3 months ago.
And it wasn't me this time.
I'm gonna shove this up where. So there's this baby in the stroller. I'm waiting for the fireworks. Well, again, I was not feeling so fresh, so I had to evacuate some. And the mother turned around, looked at the baby, and says, "I just changed your diaper." And I'm sitting there, and I'm just kind of like, and I mean, it was really bad. And she was so upset because she thought the baby just blew a load, and it was just like, I will never forget that. But it was very funny. It's great when there's people around you. You can blame it on other people. I was having.
It says I feel so close to Doug now.
Oh, my stomach hurts.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I will never forget that moment. It was just like,
Jack,
so if you want to do it close to a baby in a stroller and walk away, because you just blame it on the kid. I've done it multiple times. And I've also done it around animals too. You just kind of like walk by the dog, and so I can't say I just did that once.
Wow.
They love that. They've been. Oh, Ben's mute.
Ben,
You're mute.
can't hear
We
you.
can't hear you.
It says guest muted it's himself.
Guest muted themselves.
I don't know, Ben.
Uh-oh.
There we
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Can you hear us now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
That's weird.
Yeah, it was grayed out on our end and we couldn't affect it. So anyway, the reason this whole topic of a new segment came up was because now that I have unlimited streaming with no data cap, I've been streaming all day long for the last few days. I'm actually in between. I'm in between jobs. I just left my old job. I'm going to start a new job in a couple of weeks. So I have a little extra time. So I was doing some research for our show, and I thought, you know what? We have some things that have not been brought up on other clip shows that we've done. And this was the first one that I came to, and I went, we need to feature this on the show again because it was really funny. And Sherry right here she was crying because she was laughing so hard again.
And I told him that was going to start me crying, and I wasn't going to stop for more than one reason. Oh,
Thank you,
man.
Cassidy. Yeah, I'm actually very excited about the new opportunity, and this one will actually allow me to work from home a couple of days a week and be out in the field for a few days a week. I will not be at one desk per se like I have been throughout my entire career.
And I don't have to take him. I don't have to carpool with him.
I've been
anymore.
carpooling with Sherry for almost 5 years, and now I'll be able to drive myself.
Not really carpooling. He's been chauffeured.
Yeah.
I was literally carpooling for a lot of it. During the pandemic where she worked from home, she was actually driving me. So I guess she was a chauffeur, but we won't talk about that.
No, let's not.
Can we get
I
some more
will say
sunshine,
this.
please?
Hi,
A
Jim.
coworker of mine saw me drive out of our parking garage, and he was surprised that I knew how to drive and that I actually owned a car.
That's funny.
Ken, it's good to have you with us.
Yes.
So yeah, Jim is here. He has his show tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, on More Sunshine Please. He's going to be saying congratulations to a hockey player. So yeah. Anyway, we have a few more segments to get through. So why don't we go ahead and move on to our next one? Let's celebrate Hallmark. Well, in this case, it's
We pretty much have all those ornaments. People.
yeah, all those ornaments there on that montage. It's in all of our collections. So anyway, This is from 1989 to 1992. Hark, it's Harold. And there's
I have
Harold there.
those.
I have them too. My mom gave me this collection. It started in 1989 when I graduated from college, so she gave it to me as a gift. And it went on for 4 years. So it went from 89 to 92. And yeah, he plays various musical instruments, so it was fitting for my music degree that I received from college.
It was a very cute, short-lived series.
Yeah, I don't know why it only went 4 years, but that's okay. It's at least it's a series,
We have them
and we
all.
have them all. And
Those go in the nostalgia tree.
yeah, we're doing this because Hallmark is celebrating their 50th anniversary of keepsake ornaments this year.
They go.
And
There's something about Friday ornaments on their Facebook page. It's kind of super cute.
So every Friday they're going to be featuring a different ornament or a different series.
yeah, on Fridays they send a new picture out on their Facebook page, so we'll use that and we'll share that with you every week when we see what the ornament is.
You're so
Nice.
very. But just to tell you how bad and sick I was, remember the flight from JFK to San Francisco, New JetBlue flight 5433? That's how bad it was.
I think Ben knows that because we had emergency potpourri.
Yes. Remember everybody in the plane was going like this because the person died?
Yeah.
That's how bad it was at Disneyland.
Your aunt made her own potpourri with an orange peel, if I remember.
No, it was your
Yes.
mother. It was the
No,
two
I
of
thought
them.
it was. I thought it was.
It was our aunt.
It was,
It was
Aunt
Aunt
Ellen.
Addie.
It was Addie.
Yeah.
Aunt Addie.
No, it was Addie.
We were stuck
Mom was laughing.
in a hermetically sealed capsule, jetting 500 miles per hour, 35,000 feet above some state in the middle of the country, and this person was dying. Literally dying. Everybody was just going like this. And then I went back to Disneyland later, years later, and I did that to a child.
Did you ever find out who it was?
On the plane, it could have been 100 or something of us.
It could have been anyone there.
It was close to us.
All I
because
know is
poor,
that-
that poor person.
I just remember Aunt Addie keeping that thing close to her nose, just saying "Ay Dios."
And then your mom's just giggling the whole time on the flight. It was just.
So,
I remember
And
that.
I was actually safe from that because I was on the other side of the plane.
yes, you were. Yes.
Yeah,
you were.
we're. Yeah, I don't know, but it was just.
Was Diana on that flight too?
Yes, yes, she was.
Yes, that was.
Yes, she was.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I've got some fun trips on bike.
2008.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and talk about what kind of more.
Oh,
We're going to talk about more crap.
Donna's
delivery.
like talking about her poor wallet. Oh, it's called beans and rice, sweetie.
Let's talk
Beans
about,
and rice.
Let's talk about more crap delivery. Okay, Ben and Sherry have something. Not yet. Not yet.
Oh, I can't hold my.
Ben, Sherry, you
treasures.
have something that you got, was it?
I did, yeah. It just came in today. I haven't even taken it out of the wrapper.
I'm surprised.
I'll give you one guess what it is.
It's fabric.
Fabric.
But Doug,
It's
you're gonna love
Always
this one.
fabric.
You're gonna love this one.
See? I'm gonna see. Ooh.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
So I get to pick what I want from that.
Little snowman.
What could be done with that?
A retro reindeer. Very nice.
2 yards of it.
Okay. I'll percolate.
That's very nice. I like that.
It actually is cool.
Yeah, I like it too. So we may have to fight over this one, Doug. I still am not sure what I'm going to do with it, but
Okay.
So Doug is holding something.
Okay. So we made scones in our test recipes, and then the scone recipe didn't turn out that great. So that Friday night, I ordered it, and it was supposed to come Saturday morning. That whole Amazon next day didn't come Saturday.
It didn't come Sunday.
Didn't come Sunday. Then
And it didn't come Monday.
It didn't come on Monday, so he gets home on Tuesday. And I'm like, I'm sad. I have no scone pan.
So I
So
canceled the delivery, and they shipped another one.
in 4 hours.
Yeah, it was there that night.
Oh my gosh.
So that night, after he came home, he canceled it, reordered it, and I got my scone pan in 4 hours.
Yeah.
you know what I
Fair.
Those are great, by the way.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
ordered some new nail polish from Walmart because it was the cheapest that I could find, the brand that I like using, and I'm now starting to do my own nails because getting ready to retire, I'm not going to be able to afford
Yeah.
to go to the salon every 3 weeks.
Disposable income shifts a little bit
Yeah.
when you retire.
And so I ordered them to be delivered, and I kept getting these texts that it had been delivered at 1:30 or 1:46, and I'm thinking, I'm not getting any of this stuff.
oh
So
my! You're
I
so
checked my order. The last time I ordered anything from Walmart was for a wedding present for our niece that was delivered to
their address.
to Mississippi, Hattiesburg, Mississippi. That's where all my nail polish went because they didn't change the address to my default. They sent it out to her. So
It's not up to Walmart to change your
No.
default
your
address.
problem.
So I had to text my sister-in-law to get a hold of my niece so that I could ask her when it all comes in, because it was from 3 different vendors. So she, I had to wait for 3 different boxes to be delivered. And then she's going to put them all in one box and send them to me, and then I've got to pay her for shipping.
Yeah, that's a couple of nail salons. All that shipping and all that time. You could have just went back to the nail salon. Now,
But
correct.
Yeah, Benji is right. That's the equivalent
did.
of turning off Amazon off and on again to make it work. It's right.
Did we get the credit yet, or are they still hit?
It takes 5 business days, so I have not seen the
Really or
credit
not?
yet.
But I
But
mean,
I will. I will see that.
I'm over ordering online and trying to get credit. I had to return something to Target that was from a third-party vendor. I could not get a return slip via email, via the website, and then I couldn't get a barcode to return in the store because they kept telling me, "Oh, this needs to be returned via mail." And then I'd go to the mail and they said, "This cannot be processed for mail return." So I finally took it into the store, and the poor girl was trying every which way and couldn't get anything up on her computer. She ended up just giving me a gift card for the amount that I was supposed to get back.
Got it.
well, we never got ours. We just canceled.
But we canceled it, and then we got this one just a few hours later.
Oh my God, it
Now,
Was it the same one?
Yeah, same pan.
exactly the same thing.
The reason why we did this is because of our next segment that's coming up, and we're going to be talking a little about Cookbook Corner. Now, in this segment, Cookbook Corner, instead of a book, you see our logo there. For
We do?
that. Well, don't you see the logo there in the right there
Oh,
above
there's
Ben
so
and
much
Jerry?
stuff going on here. It's like NASA. I don't know what to see because I have no glasses.
Well, cherry almond scones. This was what we made for. That's what we put in that scone pan. That's the first recipe that we did, and the reason why we were doing that is because we're test driving recipes for our own cookbook. We're working on a cookbook finally. This is something that people have been asking for. So yes, we will be doing a cookbook. Like what Doug said, it's long and tedious. So we have to.
We might have the Christmas baking one part done, but
anyway, yeah, scone pan. Yeah, we have 2 ways of doing that one. So yeah, you can do it in a scone pan.
uniformity.
We can do a scone pan, or you can form a disc on the cookie sheet or the baking sheet, cut it up and separate the scones, and they can bake separately that way. And that way,
Wow, he's really
Richard's
sassy.
he is very salty tonight. So this is a non-cookbook corner segment. No, we're advertising our cookbook coming up. So
If Richard wasn't salty, it wouldn't be Richard.
No,
this is true.
We think he was sick.
Okay, so Fox Hollow is putting out a cookbook, and they have a Facebook page for them. They want people to vote for recipes and things like that. So if you could go on to their Facebook page, I'd really appreciate it. If someone could drop that link for Fox Hollow's page, and then you can see where the cookbook, the cookbook questionnaire is. So you can do that. Anyway, we sent this recipe for testing to a couple people, and one of the people responded. And here is the result.
Okay, so we're going to try these yummy cherry almond scones they made today using Doug's recipe. So these are what mine look like. And you ready?
Sure.
Okay, cheers. Mmm. Mmm. These are a hit.
Really good.
Mm-hmm. I give them a 10 out of 10. Good job, Doug. Great recipe. Thank you.
Thanks.
So, yay!
How much did they
Wow.
pay Donna?
Yeah, Donna.
How much did they pay you, Donna?
At first, when I'm looking at her, she's like, You can always tell that she's like, I want to spit this out. I know.
What did they promise you, dear?
Richard says that Donna's being diplomatic.
It does look like it. I know she's sincere, but it looks like she's.
She was paid off.
Yeah, it does look fake. I know, Donna. I've already talked to her all day long, but yeah, no, it's funny when you send a recipe and she emails me and it's like, or she texted me and she's like, this is not.
You see, Benji says that his mom made scones all the time. If he were to make some, I'm sure he would make some boysenberry scones.
Boysenberry scone sounds delicious.
Oh, I find a
because
berry.
he does have boysenberry plants from Knott's Berry Farm. So
Okay. Donna says, not a cent. They were delicious.
Yeah. She just mortified me what she had to do to the recipe, but we just chalked it up. It was Florida.
Yeah. Now, the recipe that we did was slightly different than how Donna did it. We macerate the cherries in amaretto. So
you can do it in water. I mean, you don't have to have amaretto.
The only way I do that is if I could take a little swig as I'm macerating.
You can macerate and swig all you want.
Donna is
More of a muffin man than scones. Okay. I'll think about that.
Well, the other recipe that we made actually this week was our corn muffins, and
oh my god, our cornbread muffins.
The cornbread muffins are perfect.
Or cornbread, the muffins. Yeah. Did you take a picture of it?
I did not.
I can go get one, but they're delicious.
Yeah, has to take macerate. And Ken is asking you do what to the cherries? Macerate. That's actually to cook
Smash them.
No, you cook them.
You cook them in a liquid to hydrate the fruit that's there.
They're dried wild sour.
And mash them.
So we put them in amaretto and put it on top of the stove to simmer for a bit, and it plumped up the cherries just enough that we were able to put them and fold them into the scone dough. And then we formed the scone in the pans.
They turned out.
And the thing is, if you don't have amaretto, you can just use water as well. Or if you don't prefer...
Yeah,
you're
just hydrating and getting a little bit of the juice.
I don't think I told Ben, but there's a recipe I'm gonna be with my kids next week. Yeah, next week. And I'm gonna do dinner for the kids one night, and we're gonna do chicken and waffle bites. You take cubes of your chicken and put them on a skewer with space in between them, and then you dip them in a waffle batter, and then you deep fry them, and you serve them with syrup for dipping.
Like Turdunken.
Yeah.
That's a turkey fried in.
My kids love chicken and waffles, so I think
okay. So Richard's saying, and you don't have them to show on this show because
the scones.
Did you eat them all?
We have a couple left that we can show. He'll go get them. Right. But the truth is, they're very good. Wow, they're very good. I'm going to be taking a couple to the office so that certain people can taste them. And I know that there are maybe possibly some people from my office watching. So if you're watching right now, just know I'm bringing in a scone or two that you can try. So.
Joseph, that's a fantastic idea. You need a Dougism glossary in the cookbook.
Here's our muffins.
Yeah.
They're individually wrapped like you would get at Starbucks.
The cornbread muffins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
And the scones.
Here are the scones.
See? Uniform.
Okay, those look good.
Yeah.
And they are delicious.
They are delicious. They really are.
So
I love scones.
See, once I retire, I'll be doing a lot more baking.
this
Oh,
they're
really
because they
cool.
have so much almond flour in it.
Yeah.
Arnie's like, they're not as dry, and I'm like, that's the point. There's a lot of almond flour.
Okay, so we're going.
And see, almond
I love Donna
flour,
so much.
almond flour is the best flour for me to eat. So
Oh,
Yeah, it's just
Richard
almond-
has words for you.
what words does he have? He
He
always
says,
has
being
words
from
for
Southern
me.
California and having eaten at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, you don't make chicken and waffle bites.
You
Darn
do
you.
for little kids.
Oh, it's always about the children, but you know what I do with children.
Well,
You
babies.
eat
Well,
You
babies
eat them.
rollers.
So, okay. So that's what's coming up. We are going to be doing a cookbook. And so that is coming.
Did you record any of this? Is that on the Afterglow special or something?
You mean the Moment of Groovy?
Yes.
No, it's not part of the Moment of Groovy.
You record everything, and I feel like that's not on it.
Well,
Ugh.
that's because I was actively mixing and making things. So.
Yeah, you were very active.
Anyway.
Like active dry yeast. Or baking powder.
Well, get ready because we're going to be sampling not the scone, but we're going to be sampling something from Canada soon. So we'll be right back with a taste of Canada. You're watching PTV Live.
You're gonna make it after all.
The 407 Original Brand Apparel celebrates Orlando's famous area code as an affordable casual line of clothing that allows you to say you love Orlando without saying you love Orlando. Shop my online store for men and women's 407 Original Brand Apparel today, where American Express is warmly welcomed.
Every time I see 407, I always think of 420.
So, yeah.
Because that's just 4. I mean,
The Joys of the San Joaquin Valley says a PTV cookbook is a cool idea.
I'm
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I'm tired of having all my stuff in a ruckus.
Yeah. So anyway,
I want to go to my book.
we're going to have a little taste of Canada here. Doug was saying we need to put Moira and John.
All the roses.
Okay, what are we tasting tonight?
We are tasting this little
Little
tidbit here.
darling.
It is Nestle Coffee Crisp.
Ooh.
I've never seen a candy bar like this here in the States.
No.
Bring out the gravy and maple syrup.
Oh, please do.
What are the counts on it? Does it say?
Yeah, one bar. It says the carbs are 33 grams
For one bar.
for the whole
Okay.
bar,
Okay.
so you can taste it.
Yeah.
Can I take a bite or take a piece off?
Let's not make a mess.
Did it?
I got it. Sherry was handing me scissors to open it up, but I was able to peel it
Mr.
apart.
Sampson over here.
Holy crap.
Okay. You want to break off a little piece?
Good. Look at Jim. He's a C-A-N-A-D-A.
Oh,
Oh,
heavens.
wow.
Yeah, I don't need that big a piece.
Well, just take a bite.
And
I love you, Canada. Oh my gosh.
It's cookie wafers.
Mmm.
It's like a giant Kit Kat.
it's like a giant Kit Kat, but it's better.
I love the
This is
flavor.
good.
This is a very good candy bar.
I'm not one for
Coffee.
I'm not one for coffee. I like the flavor of coffee. I just can't drink coffee because it tears up my insides. But this is delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is very good. I really like this one. So, to our friends order, thank you so much.
Thank you, Scott.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Rona. Rona, thank you so much. Rona
these
one
are
of this to us, and Scotty facilitated that. So thank you so much, guys. Really
good
appreciate
idea.
it.
Question: do they sell these at Costco at Cost Plus?
I don't know.
I've never seen anything like this at Cost
If they
Plus.
don't, I suggest that we ask them to buy them.
Let's do a search on Amazon.
I'm sure. Aren't they on the interwebs?
Well, I'm sure we can
somewhere.
do that.
I mean,
but why don't we go ahead?
like I said, the only thing the good in the internet's for is shopping and porn.
Megan made it, and Wanda saying "Hola, querida." Cute. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. Very good. So this happened.
You can get these coffee crisp bars on Amazon.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you.
They're good.
So we have a couple of things that happened this last week, and one of them was what? Hail in May? Yes. We had hail here at the villa,
which is actually rare for our arid climate in California. It's not that we don't get it, but we've been having funky weather.
Yeah.
It's just, but climate and everything.
I took some quick video of the backyard as it was happening. And it was loud.
Lasted about 10 minutes.
Yeah, it lasted 10 minutes.
My daughter-in-law's father posted something like that from his house in Texas today.
Oh.
And was the hail larger than that?
I'm sure it was.
Not really, but
that was big hail for us. I mean, that was bigger than it normally is.
And for a long time.
10 minutes.
It made our garden very religious. It was very holy. We had holes
Jim, I bet that hurt like hail.
He's a dad. I give up,
Thank you, Jim.
Thank you, Jim. I appreciate that.
Dad jokes.
Remember, More Sunshine Please is on tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific.
He does Chrono Photo. He does a top 15.
Yeah, Chrono does top 15. It's great. Love his show.
He drinks coffee and plays some other things.
And Donna's asking, is our roof okay? Yes, indeed it is. Our roof is fine. Now, I asked Ben if he had anything that happened this week, and he proceeded to tell me that he had an incident with strangers on a train. Now, it's not the Hitchcock film Strangers on a Train.
No.
But what happened, Ben?
There were just a couple of passengers. I went up to visit Matt and Megan last week and the whole family that's up in the Sacramento area. Since I'm between jobs, I had some free time. So Megan invited me up. She cooked for me for a few days. And that's what this week's episode of Life with Ben will cover. Everything that we did. However, getting there was interesting. I had a couple of passengers. One was an elderly woman in her 60s who was clearly a little confused. I was in 2 seats and there was no place to put luggage. She wanted to sit next to me. She shoved her luggage in, but there was no leg room for her. So she had to take her luggage out, and someone from Amtrak took it downstairs because we were on the upper level, took it downstairs for her to house in there. Well, at the same time, she found another seat to sit in and couldn't come back to my seat because someone else had already taken that seat. But
gastric distress.
No. The problem is.
Did he need any weird smells on the train?
I didn't. No,
there never have been when I've gone on either.
Oh, it's just airplanes.
Yeah.
Okay.
This woman showed her ticket to the conductor when she was actually seated. And the conductor said, "Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. This is an exchanged ticket. You got the money back for it, and the ticket has already been used."
Oh,
you didn't tell me that.
So I have no idea what happened to her. 'Cause all I know is that she disappeared.
Did they
Taken
throw her off the moving
reservations,
train, or did they
probably.
take her off at the next station?
I have no idea. I just stuck my AirPods in and turned up the volume because I didn't need to be included in that. But then there was this one other passenger. There was one more passenger just before I finished my ride, and this guy was probably in his early 20s, and he was either high or drunk or both. So the conductor was helping him down the stairs to get off the train. Oh, it was pretty bad.
Oh, how awful.
Yeah.
Only you.
I know,
Because
right?
how many times have I gone up on the train?
She never has any incidents. And me,
No.
it's always,
I sit by myself and everything.
it's always a fun time with Ben.
Well, you know what happened to us? Saturday night, the catalytic converter was stolen out of the Corolla in front of the house.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's a common occurrence these days.
Tom got up to go to church, and the car sounded like a motorcycle.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so we've got to get that taken care of now.
Ugh.
It's
It's always something.
crazy.
Yeah, so yeah, tons of fun.
Beautiful Oakland.
Yeah. Tons of fun. But that was a thing to forget by the time I got to my destination, because I had a lot of fun visiting the family and eating to my heart's content. I took a couple of things of snacks with me, and I didn't even have to break into them because Megan kept me so well fed.
So you were fat and sassy. And
Oh
happy.
my gosh.
Definitely.
Yeah. Fat and sassy doesn't even begin to describe how I felt while I was staying up there.
Wow.
So thank you, Megan.
Well, thank you, Megan, for taking care of your uncle. Really appreciate that.
Your T.O.
I guess it's time now for craft time.
Sherry, did it happen at night, the Cadillac converter, or was it during?
Yeah, Saturday night. We're pretty sure it happened between 10:30 and 11 because we kind of heard something but didn't, put two and two together. So
The problem is that you don't necessarily want to approach anyone doing
No.
that kind of thing because you don't know where their mind is.
Right.
And with the random things that have been happening in this country lately, you
Yeah.
don't want to get involved. You just let it happen.
yeah.
Oh, crap on a
Well, what's
cracker.
going on with craft, Sherry?
Well, we're going to do something very simple tonight. I didn't even get an overhead tonight because I don't think we need it. But we're getting ready for a patriotic season, so we're going to make this flag out of pallets, and I'll show you how to do them. They're plain wooden pallets like this that come from Dollar Tree. And what I did was I painted them with what I like to use for paint for projects like this is actually it's called chalk paint by Folk Art, and this one was called Cottage White. And I like it because it's thicker than regular tempera paint. And then what you're going to need are 2 rolls of washi tape, and this I got from Hobby Lobby.
Okay.
So all you do is you take it. Which way am I going? This way.
There you go.
Just take it, center it over your board.
That's actually a very clever improvised flag.
It's a very easy way to do something simple if you want to do something very simple. And I cut it longer, and I just turn it over the edges and back because I like that finished look better.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're not going to get the nail file out?
No,
not on this.
no nail file is necessary for this craft.
Not on this one.
And also, no glue gun, no heat gun.
This is something Ben would be very happy doing.
Well, this is
Well-
it's self-adhesive tape, right?
Let's just say that it's not that Benny would be happy doing it. Ben would be capable of doing it. There's a difference.
Okay, but Kathy is stating, yeah, no hot glue gun.
No.
Nope. And there is no Mod Podge involved in this one
No
either.
Mod Podge in this. No
But-
glue dots.
But Mod Podge could be used as
To
an outer
seal
coat
it.
to seal it.
Yeah, I'm going to be spraying it just to seal it, to protect it. And then a trick that I use for getting straight edges like this is I'll overlap my tapes. And this one, the roll for me is backwards. The stars are upside down, so I have to cut it and then turn it around. I don't know why they did that, but they did.
Probably because they designed it as a right-handed person who would be using it.
Oh, who knows?
Who knows?
There's any number of reasons.
So what I do is I'll put the blue stars down where I want it.
The blue over tape.
What?
Why are you not putting the blue stars over the tape?
Over what tape?
The little squiggly chevron lines.
Well, you're going to see what I do. So I do that. I take my squiggly tape and I line it up where I want it. And I lay it over the blue. Then I cut it.
Oh, I see.
And then what I do is I will take my ruler, my quilting ruler,
Ah.
and then I cut it where I want it.
Oh.
Of course, she's got the right tools for that.
Well, you can do it with an X-Acto knife.
Yeah, well, this little wheel cutter,
Rotary cutter is what they're called now.
Oh,
whatever.
the cat's pajamas. I love
Yeah,
it.
they are, but boy, is it sharp, and it could slice your finger off if you don't watch it.
Okay, Ben, be careful with that blade.
Yeah, no kidding. I'll stick that over there. Far, far away from me.
So then I peel back if I can get the corner without destroying it. Just because I'm doing it now. Doesn't want to.
Okay, the Orlando guy and Outlaw Geek are both talking about Mod Podge. Richard says, is there Mod Podge? If not, this is not a craft.
Well, there isn't Mod Podge here in the room, but to seal it properly, she will be using Mod Podge.
So then you just take off the piece that's underneath it.
Because it was already sliced.
Because it was already sliced. And they match up.
Perfectly.
Oh, now that's really a nice clean look.
Yeah.
So then you're very careful to make sure that the other one matches.
Yeah, I am.
Thank you, Alex.
Poor Ben.
Poor Ben.
Yeah, so then I just make sure that the stars are all kind of lined up where I want them.
I like that.
Joseph is
Turn it over, cut it.
Joseph is being mean to Doug. He says, I think Doug will agree this craft needs some glitter.
Bike.
No.
And then I just take this, line it up so it's even with the other ones. And I don't press it down real hard at this point, simply because I don't want it really sticking. Otherwise, it gets messed up when you cut it.
Now,
So you cut both tapes?
Both tapes get cut at the same time because they're overlapped.
Gotcha.
now, where do you get the washi tape for this?
This washi tape I actually got at Hobby Lobby.
Okay.
I ordered some for this segment, and then I went to go get something out of my bin for patriotic crafts,
Mm-hmm.
and have 4 more rolls in that bin. So now I've got a total of 8 rolls.
Okay.
So I'm
Well,
gonna have to think up something else to do with it.
I'm sure you'll be able to do that.
You're creative and clever enough, Sherry. I am sure that's not going to be an issue.
And yes, Maura, I am moral support. That's about the best I can do during our crafting segment week after week. Did it not slice well enough? It did.
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
Just need to make sure it lines up.
Now, what are you going to do with these particular flags now that you've got them done?
Are they like a coaster, or what do you?
No, I'm just gonna put them up in random places in my house when I put out all my patriotic stuff.
Which will be coming out in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I take my patriotic stuff out for Memorial Day, and then
Sometime in August, we'll put it away for fall.
yeah, because usually I keep it up until Labor Day, but this year it'll be earlier. So that's it finished.
That's really cute. I like that. And
It's just something very simple and easy to do.
yeah, but it's just challenging enough that for those that like a craft that gives you something to do, it's fun.
Well, and the thing is that you don't have to paint it, but the problem with not painting it is that when you put the tape over it, it's not, I'll show you, it doesn't show up
It's too
as
rusty.
defined.
It's a little too rustic. You could do it, but
Yeah, if you wanted to, you could
the
do
white
it,
finish gives it a better look.
but it, see, let me turn it over so you can see the comparison of on top of a painted surface. And
Yeah, I agree. The painted surface does look nicer.
Yeah.
The other one's too nude.
Yeah, it is. So that's it. Dollar Tree palettes, some paint, and you don't have to use chalk paint. You can use any kind of acrylic paint. I just like the coverage from chalk paint.
Okay, see, we're getting agreements. Kathy says that the white looks nicer as well. I agree. I think it's really nice. So
yeah, so that's my craft for tonight.
Well, great. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you very much. Ben, you mentioned it earlier, but what's happening this Thursday on Life with Ben?
I will be taking everyone on a food tour of my eating experience at Megan's for last week. I was there for equivalent of about 2.5 to 3 days.
Okay.
And I had several meals with the family, and she knows how to cook for me.
Yeah, oh yeah, she does. She caters to you, definitely.
Menus are always developed around my limited palate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, there was that taste test thing. For picky eaters, the list was 30 items long, and 20 of the items on the list Ben would not eat. So.
Okay, you have to clarify that because some of those items are seafood, and I can't eat seafood. So that right there disqualifies me for a lot.
But Ben, even before you couldn't eat seafood, you still would not eat those things. There were things like crab and shrimp that you would not really eat. So,
well, what can I say?
I thought I was fussy.
Well, you're just fussy with how.
Yeah.
So anyway, thank you everyone for being here with us tonight. We really had a lot of fun with this episode. What happened? If you missed any of it, please go back, watch it from the beginning, and if so, drop a comment. Let us know what your favorite part was. What segments would you like more of? What segments don't you like as much? Go ahead and drop those in the comments as well. We'd like to hear from you.
14 days.
Just out of there.
14 work days.
14 work days.
Congratulations, Sherry. 14 days.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. We're going to have to celebrate that.
We are.
Yeah, we are.
Already have to worry about that.
We are going to celebrate it big time. Anyway, so, You've noticed that we're also dropping some more videos now on our channel. We're doing a couple of shorts a week. We're also going to be maybe breaking out some of the segments from our show and putting those separate videos as well. Keep an eye out on our video.
We'll
If you
see what works.
Yeah, if you don't have that bell rung yet, please do so you know when we drop new content here on the channel. And if you're not subscribed to any of our social media, we are Pepper Tree Villa on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can follow us there.
I have to admit, I haven't even clicked on the bell.
People.
Shame on you, Sherry. Shame on you.
I'm just here on Monday nights. I keep forgetting to click on that bell. Let me do it right now.
Well,
And
thank
then
you,
you're gonna get
Sherry.
bing.
Everyone else, follow Sherry's example and ring that bell. Thank you for being with us tonight. It was always a pleasure to do this. We love hanging out with you on Monday nights. You
Yeah,
got
we
it?
did.
You got it there? Did she ring the bell?
Not yet. Hold on.
Your password. Your password is ABC123.
No, her password is password.
Oh yeah. One password ABC.
And like Wanda said, if Sherry can do it, you can too. Ring that bell. Thank you so much, everyone. I guess, by the way, in the moment of Groovy, you're going to see some of the things that we did this week. Of course, you'll see some of our trip to Bed Bath & Between, or rather Bed Bath & Beyond.
Okay, there we go.
Or,
I did it.
as some people are calling Bed Bath & Bankruptcy.
Tuesday mornings bankrupt.
Yeah. Anyway.
Or Bloodbath and Beyond, I've heard too.
Yeah, Bloodbath.
Oh, yeah.
You will also see Doug and I making some turkey soup. Leftover carcass was boiled, and we
Can't
made a
believe
great...
I'm making turkey soup.
We've had the weather for it.
Yeah, it's been perfect weather for it.
Plus,
It
I
was
need
great.
to get it out of the freezer.
And then next week, I guess it goes way up.
Yeah.
It's going to be warm next week.
Almost
We'll be
90
We
out
could
here.
potentially see 90 degrees by this weekend, which is...
Weather weird.
Wow. Anyway, everyone, thank you so much. Hang around for the moment of Groovy here at the end of the show, and you'll see what we've been doing over the last week. I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
I'm Ben.
I'm Sherry.
And you've been watching PTV Live, the home of crafts, cuisine, and culture. I guess that's what our little catchphrase is there. Thank you, everyone. Have a magical evening. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. And now, your moment of Groovy. Good night, everyone.
Good night.